got the bonus yet, so easy points for Robert.
Red straight bonus.
That's weird. He broke the machine. That was weird. It usually rotates.
Blue straight bonus. That's the way to start a streak. Red straight bonus.
They changed the setting.
Blue hole. Blue straight bonus. Game over.
That is so weird. Have you ever done it where it just
Blue
stops
streak
rotating?
tally.
It's actually very peculiar again.
I have never seen it like not rotate. So when you're used to it rotating and all of a sudden it doesn't
Red
rotate,
streak tally.
that was so weird.
I didn't like it.
No, I know. Now you gotta get used to it all over again because it did something.
They did something to
They
it.
changed the setting. They said, Bob, you're gonna wait
It's also after weird about the
Keep
So anyway, what his problem was, you see how it's
Yes,
circling
the
around? It
streak
always
bonus.
moves. It stopped moving, and I've never
The
seen
the
it.
bags away.
The more you score.
You what?
They took bags away.
He says there's not as many bags.
Red hole. Red straight
See?
bonus.
You see that?
You're
It's-
starting a straight.
does not
Blue
normally
straight
stop.
bonus. 2 down.
Damn it.
Interesting. They changed the setting.
Red straight bonus.
They're not giving bags.
Blue straight bonus. Red straight bonus. Blue straight bonus. Y'all come back now.
They're screwing with
They
it.
did. They
Blue
changed the
straight
setting.
tally.
She got the jackpot, but
I know, but they still
there's less bags,
less bags.
and it's stopping when it normally doesn't. But guess what?
Red straight
There's still
tally.
cornhole champion.
I know. I gotta get me a drink.
We need a drink after that.
I know.
That was weird. Alright, we'll go play some zombie catcher. See if
I don't think it's gonna get a whole lot higher.
we'll play zombie catcher.
You're on
You're on
fire.
fire. They have top winning all the time.
Somebody get this guy a drink. Country King.
Superstar. That's what you
Tailgate
are.
Superstar.
Alright, there we go. I'm happy with the one checkpoint. Alright, I got a margarita, strawberry watermelon margarita. This is not from tickets. I do have to pay for this. But doesn't that look delicious? The rest of our lunch is tickets, but this is new. And it is watermelon chunks. And our waiter, our favorite waiter, said this is the best. So we're gonna try it. Alright, I got the wonton nachos again. These are 750 tickets. And then Robert got the steak nachos, and those are 1,000 tickets. Or do I have it backwards? Well, either way, one is 1,000 and one is 750. And they are both incredibly good. Alright, we just left Dave & Buster's. Robert's driving home. I spent way too many credits today. It's hard on full price day. Robert only spent 200 of his credits and he got 7,000 tickets. I ended up spending 600 credits. I spent way too much trying to win that ET. I never won that ET. He's gonna be a hard one to win, but I will get him eventually. I'm not giving up. We went back later to see if anyone had moved him around, and they had the workers had filled it with the bouncy balls, like the basketballs, over the plush, and that just makes it even worse. So no ET for me today. Isn't that 2 strikes now? 2 trips that I wanted
He was
an
very
ET.
floppy. He was a floppy.
I just don't see how he's gonna win. Has anyone, okay, anyone who watches me, has anyone ever won one of those big ETs on the big clock? Because I kind of just feel like the weight is like too heavy on the body, and then the neck has nothing to grab onto.
He flops around.
Hold on a second.
Nothing on his.
Oh my god! Sorry about that. You got a good view of my braided hair. So I wanted to show you what I had picked up. We did pick up some prizes. So they put out new prizes this week, but they're not all out yet. So I will do a video next week. I was talking to my favorite worker, and he said they have more stuff coming in this weekend, and it should be stocked full next week. So next week I will do a video showing all the new prizes. But I did pick up a couple things that they did have new. because I've learned that if there's something you want at Dave & Buster's, especially if it's low ticket value, pick it up because they might not have it the next time. So they had, hold on, he's stopping and this bag is like slippery. I don't want it to slide. Give me a second. Okay. They had squishy pins. These are pins. This is a unicorn horn and it's a pin, and then this is a chocolate long john or an eclair, in my opinion, and then a corn dog. Is that what that is? A corn dog? That's a corn dog. And then fat kitties. I don't know. And then they had their normal squishies. These were 550 tickets, and these were 750 tickets. This is a chocolate covered strawberry, and then I got a penguin. These are like the squishies. They normally have like the popcorn, the typical popcorn and other stuff. So they added a couple new ones. That's cool. Definitely if you see a squishy you want, get it right then and there because the squishies go so quickly since they're a low ticket value item. And then I got one other item. I got this Harry Potter Quidditch golden egg. Is that what they're called? Golden snitch. Sorry. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I do enjoy Harry Potter. I'm not an expert. But this is like a helicopter. I'll do a separate video to see if this really works. I'm curious. Does this really work? And I think it was 5,500 tickets. Let me look real quick. He did not. It's not breaking down. I think it was 5,500 tickets. So anyway, and then we won a couple questions, but I already showed those in a previous part of the video. And we had lunch. Last couple times we've been getting lunch with our tickets. This is just a friendly reminder. If you use tickets to get food coupons, remember to tip your waiter the actual value of the food, not just your drinks. So if you are using tickets for your food, you technically only have to pay for your drinks. So if you only tip on the drink value, you're shorting your waiter. You should tip on the actual value of the food, and all this food is in the menu. So if you don't know what the value is, you look in the menu, or if you don't know, just ask your waiter. Say, hey, because you should tip them on the overall value, not just drinks. I have thought of this in the past that they're getting rooked, and our waiter confirmed it today because we actually tip properly, and he just said, thank you, I really appreciate it. We always have the same guy. He's like, I wish everyone else, you guys are wonderful. It's just, he's been getting, now that they started these coupons, he is definitely getting shortened on tips. And
he wasn't complaining about it.
No, he wasn't complaining.
But you could see after he got the tip, he was like, he appreciated it, and I'm glad we could do something to brighten somebody's day.
Yeah, no, but he did mention it, and he did, he's like, I wish everyone understood. So that just tells me that, yeah, he's getting shorted on tips. So people tip on the value, not the actual ticket. Because technically our bill is $6, because that's the drinks, right?
Yeah.
That's the drinks plus tax. But if we were paying cash and not using tickets, the bill would be like, what, $26 or something?
No, it'd be more than that. It'd probably be
30 something.
30 or 40.
30 or 40. So we tip on the value, not $6.
Yep.
So yeah, we end up tipping more than what we pay, but you know what? He's a waiter. And he works hard.
He works hard. He's a good waiter, and he deserves what he gets.
And we're only going to eat when we see him, because last week he wasn't there, and I think I mentioned it. It took forever to get waited on, and we ended up not eating at the bar. We ended up going to the main main restaurant.
The dining hall.
The dining hall. We went to the dining hall, and their lady was super nice, but she was too busy. And it took forever. And so he's quick, even though he's the only one working the bar. And so I do prefer eating in the bar. I like the atmosphere. I like watching people play the games. I prefer eating in the bar. So, and the thing with the tickets is, that's the other thing, is those coupons, they expire the day that you get them. So don't get a meal coupon unless you know you're going to eat there. I didn't realize that, because last week we got our coupons and we're like, well, maybe we won't stay because he's not here. And then I looked at the coupon and it expired that day. So yeah, don't claim your tickets for coupons unless you're gonna eat. And the food value, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. And I actually like now that we've been eating there a lot lately, because it just makes, we used to just run in and play the games and leave. It makes it more relaxed for us that we can sit and drink and eat and then maybe play more games afterwards. I don't know.
I think they're actually getting more out of us this way.
They are.
I really do. I
are.
think it's a wise marketing
You're right.
decision.
It is.
Really
It was a wise marketing decision.
I hope they keep with it.
Because we wouldn't eat lunch there if it wasn't for the tickets, and we're still tipping, and I still think I should get VIP status. I should have my own booth, and they should be playing 80s music
With your name on it?
with my name on it. It should be reserved for the whatevers, the 80s toy hunters. And they should play 80s music for as much money as I spend. I'm sure we're paying someone's salary there. I'm 99% sure we're paying someone's salary. But you know, I'm not complaining. I love Dave & Buster's.
The employees at this one are really good.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. I was talking to my favorite game room employee, and I had mentioned again that our prize room here in St. Louis is the best that I have ever seen. I know I was talking to him. He was training someone that will be working in Pigeon Forge. They are opening a Dave & Buster's in Pigeon Forge. It's not open yet, but they're working on it. Pigeon Forge is cool. I've been there. It's what, an 8 or 12-hour drive? 8-hour drive.
I think it's 8 hours.
8 hours. So
I'll be back.
we definitely will have to go when they open. Like, I need an excuse to go to Dave & Buster's. My quest is to go to like every Dave & Buster's in the U.S. Is that unrealistic?
I think it's possible.
I think it's possible. I lost my train of thought. What's my point? We've been to at least 10 Dave & Buster's, and the St. Louis location is definitely the best we've been to so far. I've yet to be to a location that beats it. That's my quest, to find a Dave & Buster's that's better than St. Louis. And it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened.
No, it hasn't.
No.
They're not.
So if anyone else watches my videos and knows of a bigger Dave & Buster's, or let me know what other locations I need to be checking out. Not counting California. I will eventually go to California, but I'm trying to think about shorter flights. I've been to California twice, and it's like, what, a 6-hour flight?
No, I think it's 4 hours.
4 hours.
About 4 hours.
Why are we not going to California?
Because it's 4 hours.
Because it's 4 hours. All right, sorry, honey.
The last time we did 4 or 5 hours, we went to Oregon, and
Yeah.
you were not happy.
You're
At
right.
the end of
I'm
those
not-
4 or 5
I
hours.
wasn't.
So.
Oh, I need my 2-hour flight to Florida. Dallas. Our next goal is to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
Isn't there Dave & Buster's in Dallas? Because we've been to San Antonio, but we haven't been to Dallas. So maybe that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. We already have our May trip booked. So we need to go to Dallas this year. Anyway, if anyone else has any recommendations, if you love your Dave & Buster's and you think I should visit, tell me what locations to visit, because we definitely need a couple more vacation ideas. And as long as this wasn't like not Hawaii, because I can't afford to fly to Hawaii. It has to be reasonable. Not going to the Hawaii location, not going to the Alaska location. Any other locations possible, maybe. I don't know that I want to go to New York either. That's a long flight too. Isn't New York a long, or is that a short flight?
I don't think it's as bad as you think.
Okay, I might go to New York. I've never been to New York. So
I'm
anyway,
pretty sure we're closer to New York than we are to California.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Geography is my worst class ever. I'm just not a geography person. So my husband makes fun of me all the time. So I couldn't even tell you what states border Missouri. That is how bad I am. I know Illinois does. Geography is
You know
not my strong.
where Iowa is now, though.
I do, because Robert drilled it into my head.
Yeah.
So that's why they have MapQuest and cell phones and Siri.
Lord.
Oh my God, remember maps? Like physical paper maps? Remember those? Oh yeah. Remember? No, everyone who watches probably doesn't. Anyone who's old enough, do you remember having to chart out your trip on a paper map? We did that growing up.
That was actually fun.
It was fun. And you couldn't say Google hotels. Like, you would have a booklet that told you every location of Days Inn, and you decide what Days Inn to go. We went to Days Inn. What hotels did you guys stay at? I forgot.
We did Best Western.
Best Western. So you'd have booklets for Best Western that would tell you other locations.
I don't remember doing a lot of Best Western in Florida in the early years. I remember us going to Howard Johnson.
I don't remember. I never did Howard Johnson. We always grew up we went to Days Inns. That's where we went on
Howard
our road
Johnson,
trips.
we'd eat at the restaurant, and I always got clam strips. I remember that. Those were great days.
I'll be honest, I would not have tried clam strips as a kid. I was very picky kid, because I just wasn't exposed to a lot of different stuff. So now as an adult, I'll try everything at least once. And I do like clam strips.
I can't find a good
But
clam.
I wouldn't as a kid.
I don't know where you get
Like-
a good clam anymore.
No. A good clam.
A good clam. I'm looking for a good clam. Tell me
Where
I gotta
can
go.
my husband find a good clam.
I want a good fried clam.
A good. Listen, this is the longest outro in the entire world. It's been 11 minutes. For everyone who stuck with it, thank you. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later.